I'm Harry.
And I'm Big Rich.
Oh, about spilled burn, but it's still Dead Decks.
Yeah. Dead Decks. Yeah, buddy. All right, buddy. Yeah.
How y'all gals doing? I know it's the majority of our audience is women. The statistics tell us that.
Majority of our audience has heard of women. They probably haven't seen very many.
Oh, shit. Well, how's it going, buddy?
Well, I feel like I just hit something chunky in my fucking bourbon glass. I don't think that's a feature of this bourbon.
Oh, if I was really good at editing, I would throw up that brick top from Snatch. If you don't know what we're talking about, there's a character called Brick Top, but he has a face.
Oh yeah, the dude backs up on him and steps on his foot. It's
one of the greatest scenes in all of cinematic history.
Pretty sure we rewinded that.
Oh, I have. I've watched it hundreds of times. Anyway, so what are we talking about today, buddy?
We're talking about, we got multi-parts, so I got to see if I can spit all this out without fucking it up. First, we're talking about the Dead Game.
And done.
By the second word, I think I just said Dead Game. I mean, I don't think that could happen.
This part we cut out. You won't see it. So.
Yeah, fuck no, it won't be. The dead card game world being so small, even smaller than we had ever realized.
Yeah.
That's topic 1. 2, the current state of the dead card game market, which is certainly related to how small it is. We're going to guess. And 3, is there any hope that any of these games could ever come back? Have a chance at coming back? Would be worth coming back even? That's our 3 things we're talking about. So put that shit on the title.
Yeah. I'll put it all up there.
What does it say?
I'm probably just gonna put words as the title.
There you go. That might do better than any other video.
Dumb morons. Something. Well, that'll be catchy.
Yeah. Dead Decks talks nonsense.
Yeah, we'll trick the algorithm into getting millions of views somehow. So what? Topic 1, we're just gonna talk about how small. So we've been doing this now for a little over a year. Mm-hmm. And one thing we've come to realize is the dead card game niche. Now, the card game is a niche in itself. The dead card game part is another niche within a niche. And the dead card game part is so much incredibly smaller than we anticipated that we're able to talk to people on Twitter who should just laugh at us. And
yeah, we're nobody. They shouldn't be talking to us.
No, but, we get Luke Peter Schmidt to reply to us on Twitter and John Zinser and John Jack
Jack Jingleheimer Smith.
He's my friend too, by the way. Apparently when people go out, they tend to shout, John Jingleheimer.
I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
John Jackson Miller.
There you saw. God, sorry, we forgot your name, dude.
Yeah,
we love you.
Yeah, you created the Bible.
Yeah, your name is right in front of me.
Yeah,
I'm saying it like he's there.
Yeah. Anyway, in a normal, rational world, these people would never acknowledge us, especially our low budget production quality and lack of preparedness. We just get on camera and talk.
Knowledge, general aptitude, likability, anything.
God, that's a terrible list. You just put it all together. But anyway, it's something we realized in this year that it's a tiny world, and we mentioned this because Rand's over at CCG History has had all these guys on his podcast, and he gets no fucking views. Now, I don't know what he's getting on the podcast, so I can only see what's on the YouTube side.
He might be crushing that.
Yeah, he may be getting 100 trillion views. He may have the whole world's listened to it all by now. But from what we see on the YouTube side, so I feel we can make a fair assessment from that.
Not as much as he deserves.
No, and our stupid video with him has more views than some of these big names that were big in the card game world, and that's a fucking travesty for one.
Yeah.
And 2, and 3, and 4, and probably the rest of the top 10. But I don't understand it. I don't get it. I really thought that there was more nostalgia, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Than there is.
Well, in general interest of people who are some of these huge current trading card games, you would think they have more curiosity about old historical stuff. They do not. The large majority of them don't give a fuck, apparently.
No, and when we were young in our teens, Magic was massive. We all kind of grew out of it fairly quick, but it never left us. We've always kind of had it in the back of our minds. We've dabbled back into it over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many collections I've owned in my lifetime. It's been more than 5.
Yeah.
Where I've just went and bought a collection so we could play again.
I don't know how many of your collections I've mooched off of. At least 5.
Yeah. So, why? Yeah, I don't understand why there's very few people that want to come back and see what all they missed. When I was growing up, when we were reading Scry and Inquest and all this, I never gave a fuck or looked at any of the advertisements in there. And now, to me, that's one of the most interesting parts of the magazines. And
yeah,
I don't know. I don't guess everybody's built like we are, and maybe it's the TikTok, attention span where it's 5 seconds and gone.
Yeah, it could be.
You're doing long form interviews. People can't get past. We can't get people to watch more than fucking 3 minutes of our videos, and ours are like 10 minutes. Now, granted, we ramble and talk, and I get it. I get why, but
yeah, they're going.
I don't know. It's just I had never expected it to be such a small niche.
Yeah, and you could say we have a learning disability. It took us this long to figure out how small it is. We've been doing this shit for a year and a half now?
Well, no, it's a year and a couple months, really. We started May of 2021 when we posted our first video.
All right. Yeah.
We're in June of 2022, so we're a year and we're 13 months in, really.
And we just now figured out it's a small market. Now, we're not saying that we expected to have a bunch of followers.
No.
Or deserve to.
Oh, God, no.
No, it's not. Certainly the logic isn't, well, we don't have 1 million people watching us,
what
so
the
it
fuck's
must
wrong
be
with
small.
y'all?
Yeah. No. It's just small all over. Even,
yeah.
like we said, even for people like CCG History and Rans who deserve to be bigger. Yeah. There's nobody we found who's covering generally dead CCGs that's big.
No.
Or even medium sized.
And these big name guys, John Jackson Miller. God damn, what's his fucking name again?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, John Jackson Miller. He does a lot of other stuff, and he's verified on Twitter. So he's close to 10,000 followers, which, I don't know, depending on how you look at it, is a lot or a little. But a lot of these guys, I think Peter Schmidt's got 3,000-4,000. It's numbers that I would expect to be much, much bigger because, and they were powerhouses back in the day of the now dead CCG world. It was all alive and going back then, but I don't know. It's weird. Just something we wanted to bring up, talk about a little bit. It kind of leads into the second part, the whole market of the dead CCG world. We have mentioned this before, but it's just something I think bears talking about again, is how thin the market is on so many different games. And it can swing wildly from day to day, month to month, week to week.
Oh, yeah.
And you can get an influx, and they could really bury prices for a bit and bring them down, and then it sells out, and then all of a sudden you'll never see it again. It's just gone. It never comes back. You can watch it for months and never see another one come up.
You can be fooled. You can look and see multiple listings on eBay and think, oh, well, there's plenty of this shit around. And then they'll sell and it never shows up again. I've seen it multiple times.
Yeah.
Where I'm tricked into thinking, oh, I can go back and buy this later. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Those auctions go and it's gone.
And another example, when somebody with a bigger presence talks about something. So in this case, Rudy from Alpha Investments, when he opened 3 packs of a Dark Age box for us. All he did is mention Dark Age, and at the time there's 1 or 2 boxes out there, and whatever it was gone. Everything about Dark Age was just gone instantly. Well, that ended up raising the prices on Dark Age by almost 100% overnight, and they've never come back down. They've come down a little bit from where they topped out at, but they've never come back close to what their original pricing was, which was in the $75 range. They're all about twice that now, and that's been 6 months ago or so.
It's been months, yeah. I don't know, some number. Yep, they fucking blew up and never returned.
And that's one of those that there's a fair amount always on the market, whether fairly recently or at the moment, or there's never a big gap of no product out there. So it's not like it's something that's extremely rare. There's a decent supply hitting the market of that, but it's just something else that it doesn't take much to swing a market one way or the other. In this case, higher because there's not a lot out there, and it doesn't take a lot of people being interested in something like that to permanently raise prices.
Oh no! I mean, listings all the time. What? I mean, for boxes, 10.
Yeah.
So I mean, how many people watch Rudy's videos? 30,000.
Yeah, I'd say the average between over a month's time probably 30,000.
Yeah. So you just need a few dozen people out of the 30,000 that watch his videos that suddenly are semi-interested, and yeah, there goes the market. It's gone.
Yeah.
Well, we honestly didn't think about that happening.
Not to that extent.
No.
I figured it would have some bearing on price, but I didn't think it would spike it that long. I thought it might be more of a short term thing. People would just they give up on it after a week or two. But it's persistent. Now, granted, I feel, and we chose Dark Age for the reason that we thought it was the best looking game, one of the best looking games out there on the dead side of games.
Yeah.
We could have chosen a less popular, or less aesthetically pleasing one, and it may not have done that same trajectory, but we went with that one. We liked it, and we were right. Now there's other games, like kind of hard to see, but Star of the Guardians back here. If we put that one up, nobody would give a fuck because it's horrible and ugly.
Yeah.
But that kind of leads to the third thing we're going to talk about is there anything out there that's dead that has a chance in hell of people giving a shit again? Besides, like Star Wars and Star Trek and, some of the big properties that already have established universes. I don't know if I really even count those because they don't really die.
Yeah, no, and especially if you're just talking about reusing the property.
Yeah.
Not, the actual game.
And a lot of them, they've been reformulated in different games. Star Wars has had, I don't know how many different.
Yeah, it's a few.
So.
I mean, I think there's at least two angles on that question. One is any of them worthy? I think that's the easy answer. Yeah, there's some good games with good art and great everything. There are some that are worthy. The other one is there room in the market? And I think that's a clear no.
Yeah.
With all the new shit and the flood and the economy's already maybe a little bit shaky, to say the least.
To say the least.
Is there room for him to revive? No.
No.
I don't think so. Does someone deserve to be? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
There's some good games, better than some of the new shit that's coming out. I have no doubt.
Yeah, and the '90s were cruel because everybody all at the same time decided we're going to do cards now, and most of them just never got a chance to flourish or even show themselves off. They didn't even get to peacock around. They went to the printers, came out, went on shelves, and within 3 weeks were in the discount bin to be removed because there's just too much.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of serves them right there, especially anybody that came out in '95.
Yeah.
Because those are all the people that were like, ooh, a new trend. We can make money. Let's go.
And Guardians and Dark Age fell right into that trap too. So,
yeah. Yeah, those are some of the ones that's a shame.
Yeah.
All the FPG stuff and everything Luke Peterson was involved in, yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah. Great. I mean, regardless of what we've talked about, we still enjoy doing all this. We're still going to keep talking to all three of you all about dead card games.
Mm-hmm.
We're glad that for the ones that are here that do enjoy what we're talking about. And if you don't, well, that's fine too.
I don't know what you're here for.
Especially this fucking long. I guess you just like self-torture. But
you hate your life.
Is that masochist? What that is?
Yeah. Masochist tendencies.
Yeah.
I have some of those.
Yeah, I mean, maybe our voices are soothing and helps you go to sleep, or to go to the one final sleep. And that's
good soundtrack to drive nails in your ball sack.
And if that's the case, well, okay, at least we did something.
Yeah, well, shit, I think we covered the hell out of that?
Nah.
All right, now we do.
Yeah, good enough.
Fucking shit, we sure did. Get the fuck out of here, buddy.